All right, let's do this. All right, the old football weight screen. At least that's what I imagine it is. Yeah. Or maybe this is an epic intro. Can't really tell if it's the weight screen yet or what we're dealing with. Some banger music. All right, so it's an intro sequence.
Hello, welcome to what I'm calling.
Okay, you felt that abruptness, right?
It's
just a little.
It's
like disjointed, sort of.
Aspects of. And today, despite the Joe Thomas jersey I'm wearing, one of Cleveland's best left tackles, I'm gonna take a look at the defensive side of football, specifically the defensive line. Now,
all right, first thing I think of when I think of somebody that's going to break down sports analytics and stuff is like, well, do I trust this person? And even not being a sports guy, it's like, well, I have to trust that this guy's an authority on this.
But in high school, I started like watching.
He's got the football jersey on,
and
he's talking confidently. I think no problem, I can trust this dude.
About how a D-line works.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the background had a little bit more sports memorabilia or sports-related stuff. We just kind of get the bedroom set up, you know.
The point of this is really to look at
and the light coming from over here is not doing us any favors.
See the 4-3 and the 3-4. I'll explain what those mean in a minute, and kind of explain what kind of players you're looking to fill those gaps, and then kind of what you expect those players in those positions to do.
Okay.
That being said, let's dive right in. So, to start off with those two things, the 3-4
I can tell also it looks like dude might be
sort
of reading off stuff on the laptop, which is okay. But again, I just want to make sure I can trust somebody that maybe is using bullet points and then talking from knowledge, less than somebody who's like strictly reading all the time. Let's jump ahead. Okay, so we're getting like a demonstration overhead.
And there might
now
be a
it's
tight end, fullback,
upside down, right? Because the numbers are flipped around.
These numbers I've drawn up. Now, the idea behind these numbers is that's where a player is lining up. So a 1 technique, a 2 technique being inside the guard and then outside the center. 3 technique being outside the guard, 4 technique inside the tackle,
okay.
5 technique outside the tackle, 7 technique you're running like a bat out of hell trying to get to the quarterback.
Looks like maybe a GoPro or something too that's overhead. I mean, I like that it's this over-the-top camera, but it's also got that bend
shade outside
to
guard.
it.
If I say 1 tech, I'm referring to shade outside center.
Okay.
And 1 tackle, and his job is to basically fill this gap and hold this block as long as possible to prevent.
Now we see this kind of stuff all the time when sportscasters are breaking down defensive strategies and stuff, which is very much what's happening here. With the hand-drawn stuff, you get into dangerous territory whether or not you have good handwriting. That there's a light right there shining and making it potentially hard to see if there was something that we needed to look at right in that spot with the glare. So maybe computer-generated stuff might work, but that would be some other technical stuff. So I like that at least what he's doing is trying to illustrate this, even though it's kind of challenging to do so with dry erase board.
The tackle's job is specialty. So you'll have someone who's
all right, cool. So the incorporation of some images.
Whose other thing is generating, simply getting the run blocking done.
I don't know. Maybe we want to make this full screen so we don't see some of the other stuff, or we get rid of. We stop revealing the overhead cam.
You're starting to see Cameron Hayes. People's data.
Okay, so going through strategies or different players' abilities.
Kareem Hunt, the Niners in their running game. You're starting to see these like 2-headed monster running backs. I think we're going to start seeing more of these.
So here we are with another webcam,
or playing that
less than desirable quality, but it's able to quickly get the job done. Right.
Your job is to eat up blocks,
just
and prevent
washing out some color and not giving us very crisp image.
And systems 3-4 get done.
All right, so I'm interested in seeing how we wrap this up.
What you're looking for in a guard, a center, 2 tackles, kind of how O-lines come together and how those teams work. Well, thank you for listening. This has been Breakdowns.
All right, cool, and we go back to the screen. So same sort of introduction, this sort of like intro, outro sequence that he's created. I like the effort in that. I like that he didn't exaggerate the ending and just got right to it. Okay, thanks. a call to action to like and subscribe or come back. You know, you got to think, did he provide me with enough information that I want to come back here and figure out more some other time? But overall, good job with this one.